What is the number one killer of dreams? What do you think is the number one reason the majority failed? What is the number one reason why people fail to succeed on any level? It's not luck. It's not a lack of money or opportunity. It's certainly not circumstances. It's fear. What are the limits of your mind? Are you willing to go beyond limits to face your fear and instead of jumping at 3, jumping at 1? Let me tell you this, when you go beyond your limits, you become the person you want to be, because there are no more boundaries. Because once you face your fear and death, they lose power. There's an old saying, I feared a lot of things in my life, but the most of them never happened. Maybe you're wondering what I mean by that. I will tell you. The most things we're afraid of will never happen, because they are just in our head. It's just an illusion in our mind to hold us back. So when you're afraid of speaking to people and stand on stage, then go on a stage and speak to people. When you're afraid to speak with boys or girls, go on the street and speak with them. When you're afraid of heights, go in an airplane and jump out of it. 3 years ago, I jumped for the first time from a helicopter, chained to another person. 2 years later, I found myself for the first time with my own parachute at 4,000 meters in an open door of an airplane, seconds away from my first jump. My heart was pounding, but my mind went quiet, and I counted to 1, and I jumped. Did I fear? Yes. Did I let distract me? No. It made me alert and focused. So if you're scared, just do it. You ain't going to be nowhere until you start taking the first step. Fear is always going to be there, but it is up to you if this fear is controlling you or if it gives you the best power. Just do it. You ain't going to be nowhere until you take the first step. And let me tell you, fear is always going to be a play in our lives. But it is up to you if this fear is controlling you or if you take this fear and use the power of it so that you can use this power to achieve your dreams and your goals. For me, skydiving gave me this power. Obviously, I survived, and since then I jumped countless times out of airplanes. Because for me, it is the most peaceful place where I can be. And today, I take you with me to the Philippines, where I jumped over the most beautiful islands with white sand beaches and the ocean in all tones of blue.
So what's up guys, it's like 10 minutes before 6 or 6 a.m. and I'm on my way to the drop zone for skydiving, because here on the island it's a little bit tricky because they just have a small plane. The most time they're full of tandem jumps, and yesterday the weather was shitty, and I really hope that we have a little gap today because it looks again really cloudy. But let's see. When we won't have the chance to jump here, then we will fly tomorrow with another private plane to another island, but there's another drop zone with a bigger plane, and then we will do it there. So let's see. But first, driving with my baby. So guys, now I arrived at the drop zone. The weather looks better than yesterday, so let's hope that it's open up more. But my parachute is already ready. Maybe. And yeah, so just let's hope that we can make it with the first load. And now guys, like skydiving is a really interesting thing because you are confronted with all the natural human fears, you know, high altitudes, you look the dead in the eyes and so on. But for me, skydiving teaches me a lot, you know. It's just how to control situations, how to go out of your comfort zone, and how to take action in times of hard decisions. And for me, like, skydiving is what they think, and also like every successful person did skydiving once in their life or jumped once, so you should also do that. Nothing can happen, and when you die, yeah, it's not the worst thing, I think, like, and yeah, but best, now it's open. I'm so happy, you know, like the view from up there, crazy. So I'm really looking forward to get in the plane and jump. I think half hour, then we got ready, and then.
Before I came to the Philippines, I only jumped in my home country. So I had a lot of respect to jump here in a foreign country with different wind conditions, rules and circumstances.
Bantayan, on the next skydiving place on the Philippines. I catch up my buddy Blake. Maybe you know him already from the boat trip, and he will go with me skydiving. And here it's the even better spot because there's this crazy lagoon, like a river in the country. So let's go, guys. We are now here in Bantayan Island in the Philippines. It's a part of Cebu. And yeah, it's my second stop for skydiving in the Philippines. I have to say, it's really crazy here to jump with the ocean, the lagoons. It's just amazing. Also a little bit dangerous with the landing zone. It's really small and everything. So yeah, but that's the thing, you know, guys. Fear is a play in your life, no matter what you're doing. But it depends if you be controlled from this fear or you make something out of this fear. So just be smart, don't be stupid, and learn to control this stuff, you know? And with this, let's go jumping, guys.
The night is finally fading once again. It's all that I want. All that I need this time. To be held to account for the things I've done. All for the sake of war.
Skydiving teaches me a lot about myself and about fear. Fear is a player in every human life, but there are two kinds of people. Those who let themselves be intimidated and deterred by it, and those who use it as motivation and a reason to attack. To who do you belong?